And we are finally live. Hello, my beautiful soul family. It's your girl, Lady Mariposa. I know it's been a minute since I've been live, and I do apologize for that. I think the last live that we did was for the paid readings, and I've been kind of going through some changes, so I needed the time to rest and things like that. Also, exciting news. I have a couple more items that I'm waiting for, and then our shop will be officially up and good to go. I'll have some very creative artistic pieces in terms of crystals, and I have a different variety for you guys coming soon. So be prepared, stay tuned. About a couple more weeks, and we will be releasing the shop. This reading is going to be a what do you need to know right now. So basically what that means is whatever comes out is what comes out. Whatever spirit decides that is going to be the messages, then that's what's going to come out and what I'll be able to channel here for you. We're doing fire signs, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but we are going to be doing the signs backwards. So without further ado, Sagittarius, you are up first. So let us see what you need to know right now. We're going to be using the Oracle of the Radiant Sign to start. What does Sagittarius need to know right now? What does Sagittarius need to know right now? I don't know why I'm hearing the Harry Potter theme song. Because some of you Saggies be delving into your magic. Are you doing wizardry or enchantress type energy is what I'm feeling. Do 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 do. All right, what does Sagittarius need to know right now? Ooh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Done. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, we got the first card came up is Decision in Reverse. We also got Seduction in Reverse with the Bluff upright and Innovation at the bottom. So what this is telling me is that someone that you were in a connection with, and they don't know the connection. I can't. It feels like an unsolicited love connection. Like one person wanted it, one person didn't. And someone's trying to get innovative in terms of figuring you out, Saggies. In terms of figuring out where you're at, what you're doing, who you're with, who you're doing with. It's giving creepy vibes. But this is somebody who I almost feel like this is somebody who's either delving in magic to try and figure it out, like maybe even going to a reader about you, Saggy, or the other energy that I'm picking up on, and it really coordinates with the song, the theme song, the Harry Potter theme song. Like somebody is trying to be a wizard, Harry, and they don't know quite what they're doing. So they're looking to you, like, to see what you're doing, so they can attempt to copy that. Okay, so there's definitely copycat energy here. And with Bluff, I mean, we got Bluff here. That, hey, JK, just kidding. JK Rowling. That that was wild. Okay, so there in this, I have like Pisces energy here in terms of the Seduction card in reverse, but I also have Sagittarius energy here in reverse. So, like, I feel like there's either water sign energy in your chart or this other person's chart, the copycat's chart, or it's another Sagittarius that you're dealing with. And with the decision in the reverse and the bluff in the upright, both of the numbers on there are 3. Okay, the seduction in the reverse, Pisces energy is 12, which 2 + 1 = 3. So we got 333 on the board. And how wild is it that we are about to go into a full blood moon lunar eclipse on March 3rd at 3:33 a.m. So somebody could even be trying to do ritual magic on you to do something. They're being innovative about it, though. 11, 1, 1. Tell me more about this situation here. That's a lot. Oh, principle at the bottom. Okay, so we've got isolation. We've got domination, 9, more Sagittarius energy. We've got Taurus, resistance, Scorpio, power, Enterprise, Aries, and endurance, Scorpio. And did I see how many 8s did I have? Then we got 2 8s. So a lot to do with money. We got endurance and power with the number 8, which is quite literally 8's the number of money. 8 is actually, in terms of numerology, 8 is actually a luckier number than 7. 7 is technically, in terms of numerology, an unlucky number. I don't see it that way, but only because I have certain things that relate to the number 7 as to why it's lucky for me, but it's different for everybody. Then we got 1 with the Enterprise, and then isolation, domination, and resistance. So this feels like somebody that you rejected, whether it was in regards to love or just somebody you decided not to work with. Because and we got 9 at the bottom of the deck, which is principle. Like, somebody's morals were not, or character, or something about this person, whether it was a friendship, whether it was a love interest, whatever the case may be, they wanted to work with you. You didn't want to work with them just because it just felt off. There was something about this other person, also Sagittarius as well. There was just something off about this person that you just could not get with in terms of the situation, whether it was a work situation, a friendship, a love interest, like I said. And regardless of the situation, there was just something off about this person. They wanted to work with you. You didn't want to work with them. And now it feels like they're trying to flip the script here and be like, okay, well, if you're not going to work with me, I'm going to make something work here for me regardless. And there is this sense of like copycat energy. Like, you could be a spiritual worker. You could know somebody that's a spiritual worker. This person could be a spiritual worker and is trying to work their juju on you to make you want to actually work with them. There could be there's like a few different energies here. But the main one that I am picking up on is this person you wanted to work with you. You didn't want to work with them, regardless of if it was friendship, love, work, whatever, what have you. They're not happy about it. Okay. So now they're taking matters into their own hands, and they are, whether they're experienced or inexperienced, I'm not sure. Let's kind of clarify things here. So this is one of my newer decks here. It's called the Soul Symphony card deck. So this is basically going to kind of clarify what's going on in terms of our situation here. I'm just here. I hear that Harry Potter. Somebody could have a lisp or a speech impediment. I don't know why I said Pother instead of Potter. So that could be a clue as to who this other person is. Either they could have a lisp or a speech impediment, or you could have a lisp or a speech impediment. I'm almost stumbling on my words. Like, it's hard to, almost like my brain's thinking so fast that my mouth can't keep up with it. You could know somebody like that, or you could be like that. Let's just see what we can find out in regards to this person. Who is this person that Sagittarius has and is dealing with? Oh, yes. Okay. So the first card to come out was family. Family, building foundation, feeling safe, starting a family. Like I said, this could have been a love, a one-sided love interest, or somebody you used to be in a love connection with. But I'm even sensing that this could be somebody in your family working against you, because we do have deadline here with Earth sign, and they could have some of these in their chart, like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart, or you could have Virgo. I specifically said Virgo. You could have Virgo in your chart, or Taurus or Capricorn, but heavy on the Virgo. And then that came out with deadline, time running out, on edge, intervention, can't wait no longer. And then we have the divine feminine, leader, strong intuition, empathic heart, healer to others. I feel like this is your energy, which was kind of caught up in the middle of this. And then And then we've got water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and confused that came out together. Lost, feeling invisible, avoid, inside, running away, and clown that came out on top of these two. Okay, clown, appearances, humiliation, and feeling ashamed. So those energies that I was picking up on in terms of the love interest, I do see that here. And then I also see a family member trying to, it's just giving copycat. It's giving copycat. And there's a lot of different energies here. Like, I'm getting heavy Virgo energy in terms of the earth signs, and the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, we've got in those other cards that came out. So it's just a lot of things going on. And then at the bottom of the deck, furious with rage, building up emotions, overwhelming thoughts, and very angry, fired up. So yeah, like I said, somebody is not happy about you not wanting to work with them, and they're trying to figure out some way to basically screw you over. And we had that bluff card come out, so I'm almost thinking they're going to come in, like, if they haven't already come in, they're doing this to you currently, because this is the collective reading for what do you need to know right now. So this would be current energy. So this is currently going on, and it might be happening right under your nose. Or, and you could possibly be feeling that happening. And that's where the shift is at in terms of working with this person. There's just something off here. And you're very right to feel that way. And I just split the deck, and we got facade, putting on a front, people pleaser, hidden motives, and weird behavior. So yeah, this person is giving weird behavior. It's giving weird behavior. There is something off about this person who's being uberly nice to you, trying to see what you're up to, wants to know what you're doing. And I get a lot of, in terms of spirituality, what you're doing with your spirituality or where you're at spiritually. Something along those lines. Like, I feel like whoever I'm speaking to in regards to this situation specifically that has a copycat, it's a spiritual worker. You are a spiritual worker. This spiritual worker wanted to work with you. You didn't really feel like you wanted to work with them, not because there's anything wrong with them. There's just something off about like how they're going about things. How they're going about things in terms of you, divine feminine leader, strong intuition, empathic heart healer to others. Like, I almost feel like they also see like the come up and the glow up that you're having at this time, and they're trying to disrupt that to get you unaligned or off of your path. And I feel like also with that blood moon lunar eclipse thing going on, we picked it up earlier. We picked it up earlier in the cards before this, and it was giving somebody's going to be doing some ritual magic to do something towards you, and you might be feeling this way as well. What I would suggest doing tonight, if you can, if you're watching this on March 2nd, if you can, do it tonight or do it when you see this. This is a timeless read. We're reading for March 2nd, 2026. I'm also hearing March 20th could be significant. Like, not just 02, but 20. March 20th might be significant. You could know somebody born on March 20th. This water sign energy could be born on March 20th, or there's some kind of significance to March 20th. I don't know. Let's see what the outcome to this situation is. I mean, I don't feel like it's going to be... I feel like you're definitely protected in terms of this, for sure. But let's just get some clarifiers here. This is also a new deck that I got recently. It's clarifying life situations. It's really a really pretty deck. This will be the first time I'm using it, so I'm pretty excited. Let's see here. Okay. So let's see here. What is the outcome in terms of this situation for my Sagittarius? What is the outcome? Why did that flip over like that? Oh. Anything else? Okay. Weird. That's bottom of the deck. That would be nice. Yeah, so we got plan wisely, cultivate success through meticulous research and strategic plotting. Your foresight will unveil new paths, which you're seeing at this time. You're in your power, and this is why you're having that offset energy about this person. And then you've got gate of opportunities. Pass through the gate of opportunities wherein new paths unfurl with boundless potential. Wow. Okay. And then so this was what I originally read. And then when it flew up out there, it also says, seize every moment, every minute. Embrace each moment with purpose, for time is a precious gift on your journey of self-discovery. Higher wisdom. Explore options, learn what you can, and expand your horizons. And then we've got breakthrough and roots of stability that came out. Ooh, they could be trying to work on your root chakra. So make sure that you clear that energy as much as humanly possible. Root chakra is red and it's right here in this energy. A lot of people kind of like work root chakra work with divine sexual energy. That can be root chakra work or something that needs to be healed in order to clear that out. It could have something to do with your with a trauma relating to your root chakra. Definitely work on that. But breakthrough came out with that. Navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance and resilience. Ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. And then we have desert of isolation and hurtful events. Desert of Isolation says, traverse the desolate spaces of solitude to uncover reflections in resilient survival. And then hurtful events, as you navigate this challenging time, learn to let go of the past so it won't weigh you down. And I felt that a little bit with this root chakra energy work. So this could be somebody from your past that's trying to come and reach out to you that you don't want to work with them because of something that they did to you. And that's completely your choice, just so you're aware. And no is a full sentence. And then you have commitment at the bottom of the deck. Commit to this next stage in your development, and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. And I feel like this is more a commitment to yourself. Like, I don't feel like you're really wanting to work with others in anything right now. And I feel like that is safe for you, especially right now and during this time of, like, I don't know why I wanted to say this time of tribulations. Like, I feel like this is a time of tribulations, not in like the biblical stance. I mean, you could relate it to that, but I feel like this is a time of tribulation for self-discovery, self-journey, and then collectively as a whole, we are also going through tribulations, especially right now. So yeah, the outcome is good for you. You're protected in terms of this. We are in retrograde. There may be some, roadblocks along the way. But from what I can see here, you're going to be able to get through it just fine, Saggies. Okay, and then let's get your messages from Spirit. And we're going to use, in light of this lovely event coming up on March 3rd at 3:33 a.m., we are going to use the Moonology deck for your divine messages. Let's see here. What are your messages from Spirit? Messages from Spirit for Sagittarius. We've got You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. We've got Balanced Spirituality and Practicality, full moon in Pisces. We've also got Emotions Are Running High, super moon, and A Fiery Climax Approaches, full moon in Aries. Bottom of the deck, Surrender to the Divine, full moon. So there's your Earth energies that we called out, Virgo specifically. We've also got your Balanced Spirituality and Practicality, full moon in Pisces. There's your water energy, Pisces specifically. And we've got A Fiery Climax Approaches, full moon in Aries, fire sign energy. So yeah, like I said, the Spirit just wants you to go with the flow. You're protected. I wouldn't, put too much thought into this. I feel like there's a lot of overthinking here, but you really don't need to. You really don't need to, Saggies. It's everything's going to work out the way that it's meant to, is what you need to kind of think in terms of that, okay? So Thank you, Saggies. We'll see you next time. We are going to be on to Leo. Give me just a second here, Leo. I gotta fix these cards here because a lot of these are flipped in my deck, and I want to make sure that we have these correctly put in here because I don't want to do these shuffling the wrong way. Right. What's that? Cool. That's so funny. It's crazy. Leo, welcome to Duloc, such a perfect town. But we have some rules, let us face. Duloc is the perfect place. I don't know why, Leo, but that song just popped into my head for you. But I saw the puppet. I saw the puppet, Pinocchio, from the Shrek movie, doing the Duloc song. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm hearing it. That's so funny. That's just so crazy. Okay. Clearing the energy in the room. All right, let's see. Welcome, Leo. This will be your what you need to know right now. So this will be present energy. We are going to get into your reading. So let us find out what's going on for Leo that you need to know right now. Also, if you are just clicking in on the live video, please make sure you read the description below for the disclaimer. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I am Lady Mariposa. I also have some information below if you're looking to support my channel. When you support my channel, in terms of donations, you can donate if you want to. It's not a requirement. But if you would like to donate to my channel, that information is in the description box below. With that being said, the way that it supports my channel, it keeps me up and going. It keeps me up in terms of ads and things like that. So it helps me out to help you out so I can provide you guidance on on a weekly basis. I try to if I can, but sometimes there's times where spirit allows me to, and then there's other times where spirit says I need to rest, and I feel like that's a need for all of us. Leo, I'm going to say this. Before we get into your reading here, I heard that Duloc is the perfect place. That song from Shrek, okay? It's giving Lord Farquaad vibes, but not because of who Lord Farquaad is. Almost like you're pretending. It feels like there's some kind of pretender here. And I don't know if it's you're pretending that everything is perfect, or someone else thinks that your life is perfect. I don't know. We're gonna find out, but that's what it's giving. It's giving like little boxes, like 1950s housewife, husband vibes. I don't know what's going on here, but we're gonna figure it out. What is going on for Leo? What do they need to know right now? It just feels unsettling in some sense. Okay, so we have got eccentricity, we have charity, and then we also have enthusiasm in the reverse, protection upright on top of that, exaltation upright, and then the bottom of the deck is adaptability. So it's giving those vibes of like you're pretending. Like there's something that you have adapted to in terms of your home life, your work life, like you're being enthusiastic about giving to somebody or something and you're adapting to the situation at hand, but you're not happy about it. Whatever this is, you're not happy about having to do this. And I've got the numbers 11, 4, 1, so we've got 111 energy, 9, 2, and 3. Those numbers could be significant to you. You could be born on the 3rd, the 2nd, the 4th, the 11th, the 9th, or the 1st. You could know somebody born on those dates, or that could be somebody. I can't talk. It's like I'm fumbling on my words. Like I know what I want to say, but it's like my mouth is trying to say something else. You know, like I'm saying something that I don't actually mean. You could be doing things that you don't actually want to do, which I'm picking up here. You're not happy about what you're doing, but you're doing it anyway. Like you're adapting to the situation at hand here. So let's kind of figure out what the situation you're adapting to is. Sorry, I just got a random cramp in my foot. Oh, you could be an older, and I'm feeling this is more of a masculine, whoever I'm speaking to, this is more of a masculine energy. I mean, flip the roles as you must, but I'm getting more whoever I'm reading for in terms of the collective. This is more masculine energy than not. Doesn't mean that you're a male that I'm speaking to. Obviously, we're gender fluid here, so take it how it resonates. Leave the rest for what doesn't. So let's see here. What is Leo adapting to that they don't really like? What is happening here? What is happening here? Anything else? Oh! Okay. Okay, well that flipped up, right? So I'm going to take that. But... Okay. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, I'm going to keep it real with you, Leo. Are you taking one for the team here? Or are you pretending to not know that something's going on when you full well know that something's going on? So you're pretending and adapting to the situation at hand? Because that's what I'm a little. There's two different energies that are going on here. Like it's two split energies. Okay, so this stronger energy. This is the strongest energy that I'm feeling. Is like somebody that you are dealing with. You have some speculations in terms of, and it could be somebody that you're with long term. It could be somebody that you're just talking to, or it could be somebody that you're currently just dating, not married, but, dating, boyfriend, girlfriend, however you want to put it, okay? You could be speculating that this said person that you are dealing with is possibly dealing with another person other than you. And I feel like it's almost like it's not really speculation. Like, it's something that you already know. You just haven't said anything yet. Like, you're adapting with, like you're leaving hints here. You're giving hints here, and you're trying to, like, be very strategic in about how you're doing it. And I'm going to give you the energies that I see here. So we've got Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. Who is this? Oh, yes. Oh, that's a Mercury. Yeah. That doesn't even have a freaking sign on it. It's just Mercury. So retrograde is fucking you up a little bit, huh, Leo? We got a lot of Aquarius is an air sign energy, but they act as water. Like, they're very fluid in how they speak and their demeanor and how they go about things. It's very water fluid for an air sign. And that's what it's giving here. I mean, there's also Gemini energy. So you got air sign energy prominent. We've also got Sagittarius with this flirtation card, which it's give fire sign energy, which is your energy. But and then we've got Scorpio. Oh man. So there's a power struggle here in terms of who you're dealing with. Like, who can play the game better than the other type of deal. We've got influence with speculation, and then originality on top of those two, which was pointing over here to this flirtation card. So, like, it almost feels like it's a competition, but not in the way that normal people would see competition. Almost like it's a mental challenge, like a mental competition. Like, who can outwit the other? Who can outsmart the other person? Because then we've also got rebellion here. We've got defense, and we've got independence. So this is where it's leading towards, is the defense, rebel, and independence card. Because I feel like in terms of where you're at and where you are thinking this is going to go, is eventually this situation is going to lead up to an extravagant event where you two just go at it, and either way, the outcome for you, that you're protected in this circumstance. And we had fortune at the bottom of the deck. So your fortune is protected, but in your mind, this is leading absolutely in nowhere. Like, this is about to cut, you're about to cut ties with somebody. This is what's going on right now. This is your mentality. This is how you're thinking in your approach to this. You're being strategic about it, but regardless of how you're kind of overthinking things or not thinking things through enough, the inevitable is just that. And with independence, defense, and rebellion here, you've got independence first, then you have defense in the middle, and then you have rebellion right after that. So if you can see here, it's giving very twin flame vibes, okay? You could be a twin flame, or you could be dealing with a false twin flame, but this is giving the separation of two. This is the outcome, the separation of two. And 1111's here. And then we got the 2 in the middle. So this is the separation of two. This is ultimately what the outcome in terms of your mindset is thinking is going to happen. And you could think or know that this person is your twin flame, and just somebody is the runner and somebody's the chaser here. Let me see if we can clarify this. Let's see. Let's do the situation love oracle deck for you, Leo. All right, let's find out what we can find out in terms of this here. Cut. Well, cut it into threes. 3 is the magic number tonight, honestly. Okay. Let's clarify this energy for Leo. What is going on with Leo's current situation? What is going on with Leo's current situation? Anything else? All right, yep. So we've got this. Clarify. Goodness gracious. Yep. Okay. So we've got the separation here, which is what I was just talking about. This is the ultimate outcome that you are projecting. Sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. We've also got soulmate, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. We also got ship, cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression, and arriving. And we have the golden mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. And then we also have the snake at the bottom of the deck energy. Like, this is the bottom of the deck energy. Competition and enemy. The other woman look over your shoulder. Which, let me see here. In terms of the other cards that we just pulled before, or that just came out before this, there is a snake here on one of these cards. Give me just a second. I will find it here. Here it is. The influence card. If you look at the influence card, there's a snake coming in between you two. So this could be third-party energy interference, and that's what's causing the separation in terms of what's going on. And you could be knowing about this third party, and that's why you're inevitably going to split up with this person. Or it's just the energy that you're in, that sneaky energy, like I can play that game too type of deal. And yeah, girl with the snake, charmed or used, enabled, and boundaries. Like, somebody's crossing boundaries here, and it's you're having to adapt to a situation that you no longer want to be in at this point. That's what's ultimately what I'm feeling here. Yeah, sword and rose, clarity and truth, revelations, honor and protection, and determination. So, yeah, there's what. Let me see what the outcome will be for this, because I just don't. It's a lot of push-pull energy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's do these. What's the outcome in regards to the situation for Leo? Okay. What is the outcome for this situation for Leo? Dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Self-love. Anything else? Anything else? Around fall, twin flames. It's the energy we were picking up That's the energy we were picking up. So the outcome for this split is around fall. And I legit just picked this off because this is the bottom of the deck energy. And there's that separation card. We also got self-love, accepting, self-treatment, intention, self-awareness, dreams, visiting you, spirit world, receiving downloads and confirmation. So definitely pay attention to your dreams at this time. You could be going after your dreams after, like, this is what you're thinking about in terms of where this is going to end up after the outcome happens. You could be chasing your dreams. But I feel like you're also going to get confirmations in your dreams if you haven't already. And then we have the twin flame energy, shared feelings, mirrored emotions, your other half, reflection of the soul. So there's that runner chaser energy. Also got, fire, water kind of showing up there, which it was air sign Aquarius, so that we're feeling heavy in terms of this for you, Leo. But Aquarius also Aquarius is kind of like, its sign is an air sign, but it's so fluid that they flow like water. They're with their air qualities, they flow more like water. They're very fluid in terms of their demeanor, how they speak, how they act, things like that. Whether it's chaotic, fluid behavior, or if it's chill, mellow. Most Aquarius that I've ever met have been, whether they were female or male Aquarius, like all of them have been honestly chill AF. I've never had, but if you piss off an Aquarius, okay, them waters and that air will get rocky and very, very twister like chaos. Okay, so just be careful. How you approach it. Be strategic about it. Be strategic about it for sure. We caught that earlier. You're definitely going to want to keep your boundaries in check. Make sure you're not letting them cross any of your boundaries at this time. That is something that I've heard very loudly. Let me go ahead and get the messages from Spirit. We're going to do you like we do Sagittarius in terms of, since we have that, March 3rd at 3:33 blood moon eclipse coming up, Leo. We're going to give you messages from Spirit with our Moonology deck. Alrighty. What are the messages from Spirit in regards to Leo's situation? What is the messages? Okay. All right. So we've got your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. We just talked about that, Leo. We have, these two came out together. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio, and prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. There's those energies there as well. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. And then we have at the bottom of the deck energy, confidence is your key to access. Confidence is your key to access your success. I don't know why I said it that way, but that's how it came out. But the card actually says confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So that is what I have for you, Leo. Those are the messages that I have in terms of what you need to know right now. Hopefully that was helpful. There's a lot of different energies going on tonight as we are approaching that blood moon eclipse coming up on March 3rd at 3:33 a.m. Just make sure you stay very grounded at this time. Okay, Leo? All right. So without further ado, that is your reading, Leo. We are going to move on to our last fire sign of the night, and it will be Aries. All right, Aries, bear with me just a moment here. I just want to clear the energy out of these cards real quick and pick these ones up. Hopefully everybody is doing well. I do want to remind everyone that this is a timeless collective reading. Although we are reading on March 2nd, 2026, there could be messages for whenever you hear this or see this when it pops up to you. All right, so let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. For those of you who don't know why I do that, that is to clear any negative energy, any residual energy that we just did from the previous reading. We clear that out with a clap. I usually use my sound bowl, but it's way over there and I don't feel like getting it. So, all right, Aries, what do you need to know right now? Oh. You're very quiet. Your energy is very quiet at this time, Aries. Like you're working in silence. I don't hear anything in terms of music. I don't hear any songs. I don't hear any names. It's like complete silence, like nothingness. Ooh, I feel like we're picking up an energy of Aries. It feels like Aries might be going through it. Whoever I'm speaking to in terms of this is a collective read, but it's very silent. It's very quiet, almost like an eerie quiet. Like the silence is almost deafening. The silence is almost deafening. Like there's just nothing. You could feel like that internally. Let's see what we can pick up for you, Aries, here. That is just so strange. I've never just felt complete silence. Like the energy of complete silence. And it's not normal for me not to hear any songs and I want to be quiet. Like it's just so quiet. You could be doing meditation, which is good for you, or you could be needing to go into isolation and do meditation, where you are, be silent, be still, is what I just heard. But like, I can feel the silence. I can feel it here. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm getting here in your current energy, Aries, is we've got the High Priest, which is very much who you stand for in terms of you. You're in High Priest energy, in the Sun, giving fire sign Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but there's also Earth vibes in here as well. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that could be in your chart. We also have the Hermit that came out and the Ace of Wands, which kind of verifies the isolation or needing to go into silence, so that way you can meditate, or going into isolation in general, because there's a lot of loud noise around you. There's a lot of loud noise around you that you need to be put in. You need to be, I don't know why wanted to say put into silence. Someone, almost like someone's trying to silence you, or like you're being silent to somebody else. We also have Five of Wands here, which is normally quarrel energy. You could have gotten into a fight with somebody. It could have been Yeah, it's like you got into a fight with somebody and you guys you're not talking to this person. You don't want to talk to this person right now. You're completely isolated away from the situation. You don't want to deal with it. And the Ace of Wands here, like, that these are usually, aces are normally my clarifiers. So, and being that the Hermit involves isolation, it's like you're isolated from this person, or this person is isolated from you and you're not talking to this person. Let's kind of see in regards to what's going on with this situation here for you, Aries. I'm gonna grab some more info on this Five of Wands here, the Coral card. Cut the deck. And do more about this Five of Wands. Tell me more about this Five of Wands. Tell me more about this Five of Wands here. What is going on? Okay, yeah. So you did get into a fight with somebody over something, like, almost like there's a couple different energies here that I'm picking up on. So there's this energy that is currently isolated that you could be dealing with or have dealt with, that you recently got into a fight with, possibly, because this is all current energy. I'm pulling on current energy. I'm not pulling on past energy. I'm pulling on the now. This is what you need to know right now. We've got manipulation that came out in the reverse, Scorpio, number 8. And then we've got harmony, Aquarius, 7 energy. We've got revenge, more Scorpio, and more number 8. We've got charity, Gemini energy with the number 4. I feel like the number 4 in this sense is very significant in terms of the situation and what it relates to. It could be a number you highly resonate with, or somebody that you know that you got into this fight with that you resonate with. And then we have patience in the upright as well, which is also Scorpio energy. These also came out. Choice came out in reverse. And then we have riches and power that came out sideways, like this, on top of each other, over top of the high priest, and kind of like power and riches. Power is coming off the high priest energy with the choice in the reverse on top of that. Going towards riches, pointing towards the Hermit and the Ace of Wands card. And then we had principle on top of the Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands card. So, and bottom of the deck energy was Enterprise 1. And Intuition 4. Yeah, when I split that deck. So yeah, what I'm getting here is that you or somebody else had a choice. Somebody made the wrong choice in terms of you. They were coming to you, speaking to you of riches and power. And there was this fight on character and morality in terms of how this was to go about. They were trying to manipulate you. You shut that shit down. And you're trying to just have peace in the situation. But they wanted some kind of charity. Like, they wanted you to provide them or help provide for them while they're in isolation. You could be, Aries, you could be dealing with somebody who's incarcerated. That is one of the energies that I'm getting here. And there is a revenge card here. So be very careful. I don't know exactly what's going on in this situation, but somebody doesn't like the word no. And it's giving childlike energies, especially with this Princess of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this could be your child who is incarcerated, or this person that is incarcerated that you know is being a child in regards to this, and you're over it. The other energy that I'm getting here is that you made a bad deal in terms of money, and it sent you into isolation, whether it be because of a loss of money. And like, it's not even just a little bit of money in this energy. Like, it's a lot of money. You could have gambled a lot of money. You could have taken, whatever you did, you took a risk. It didn't work out the best for you, and now you're having to deal with consequences of it. In terms of that, and I'm honestly not picking up a whole lot in regards to that situation. Whoever that resonates for, like, you'll understand it if you resonate with it. If you don't try to make it fit into your life. Please do not do that. That is not something that you want to do. If you invite unwanted energy, it will come to you. It's a manifestation law of attraction type of deal here, okay? So just be very careful with that. Yeah, I'm really not getting a whole lot on this situation. And because I feel like this is happening like now, like right now. Like, you're dealing with this right now, Aries. Like, this fight could be happening as I'm speaking to you. Like, that could be possibly what's going on here, because it's not very often that I can't pick up anything further than a situation that is playing out if it's playing out in real time right now as I'm speaking type of deal. And that's what it feels like here. Somebody is fighting right now, and you need to keep cool. If you need to go isolate, go to the other room. If that is what you are dealing with currently. That's crazy. I don't even know where to go here. We're going to go to, I guess, let's look for the outcome before we kind of go into spirit messages. Like, I just feel like there's more here that I should be able to feel or pick up on, but it's just like there's nothing. Like there's nothing else, because this is going on in real time right now as we're speaking. So, yikes. I'm so sorry, Aries. Okay, yeah, let's get an outcome here. Let's see if we can pull an outcome here. I'm going to pull two different outcomes for the two different energies, because I feel like the incarcerated individual that we pulled on is in regards to a love situation, whether it's in like a love interest or a family member. We'll pull on that here, the outcome here in a second. For the other energy, what is the outcome in this situation? What is the outcome in this situation for Aries? We got dreams in the reverse. It came out in the reverse. I just flipped it up right so I could read it. Visiting you, spirit world, receiving downloads and confirmations. You could be feeling like you're cut off from your gifts too. Like, that could be also why I felt silence. I didn't just hear nothing. I didn't just see nothing. I didn't just I felt the silence. It was so silent. It was deafening. It was so silent. It was deafening. And then we have emotions in and out, clashing like waves. This could be something you're dealing with internally in regards to the bad choice that you currently made. We've got heartstrings, mind games, taking advantage, playing with feelings, string along, obsession, holding on, can't let go, clinging, and separation, silence, longing for you, and distance. So in terms of that situation, in terms of your bad choice, whether it was to deal with a lot of money or a lot of abundance, and abundance can mean anything. You can be abundant in money, you could be abundant in love, you could be abundant in health. I feel like this has a little bit of love, a little bit of wealth, and it's just gone. And you feel like you can't connect to who you are internally because there's just so much going on, and we are in retrograde Aries. So these feelings can kind of happen, especially, and with this separation card, I feel like you're feeling separated from yourself. Like you're feeling separated from who you are internally as a person in regards to the situation. So let's get the advice on this outcome, because obviously this is just a road bump. This is just a bump in the road. It's just something that needs to be worked through. That's all. So let's go ahead and get your messages from Spirit in terms of what the advice is here. For Aries, in regards to this situation here. It's very stuck energy. There's just nothing. Time to take action. New moon in Aries, but it came out in the reverse because, like I said, it's not something you need to be in movement in right now, and I don't think that you're feeling up to par for that right at the moment. Go within, work through what needs to be worked through at this time, but don't give yourself a hard time for it. This is your energy, okay? And then the bottom of the deck energy is the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So when you go within and you're sitting in silence and you're thinking about how to approach a situation or how to work through a situation, you'll get the answers that you need. You will. You'll get the answers that you need. Don't roll your eyes at me, Aries. I don't know who that was for, but I heard you, I seen you, I felt you. Stop it, okay? Get in the silence. Do what you need to do in isolation, okay? So that way you can come out better, bigger, better on top. This Mercury retrograde isn't going to last forever. The decisions we make in the past, or even now that will soon be in the past, it literally, we move forward. We don't stay stuck there. So there's no reason that you should feel stuck there, okay? All right. Now, let's get to that other energy, Aries. Before I leave here, the other energy that I was picking up on was the fight with the incarcerated individual, whether it was a family member or a love interest. Let us figure out that outcome here. I just feel whoever this energy is for, and just like you're just like I don't even care. I'm over it. I don't want to deal with it. I'm not trying to deal with it. There's a lot of Just fuck you energy. I'm good. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. You got wedding rings in the reverse, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion, interested in you, upright, blooming romance, teddy bear upright, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, wanting to date, and then on the bottom of the deck energy, engagement ring upright, higher commitment, eternity, partnership, and union completion. So yeah, whoever this person is, you are freaking, over it. You don't want to deal with it. You already know what they're there for. And being that they're incarcerated, you got into a fight with this person. They could be like if this is a family member, this family member could be married and it's not going well. And that's why they're coming to you to ask you for money, asking you for help. And it's like, they're always on the back burner with you, but it's never like a consistent thing. Like they are only contacting you because they need something. And it's like it's like a repeating revolving door story of, oh, okay, we're going to get into a fight. You're going to fight with me. You're going to be mad at me. You're going to quit talking to me. And then all of a sudden some shit goes down and now you need something and now you want to talk to me. That's the energy that I'm feeling here. And I feel like you're just over it. I feel like you're over it, Aries. What's the outcome here? I mean, they're in isolation, but I feel like you're about to isolate them some more. Yeah. Bottom of the deck energy, coffin. New beginnings, liberation, reborn, and transition, tragic endings. The other things that came out is poker face in the reverse, taking a chance, risking options, not showing hand, gambling. There's that gambling energy that we were picking up on earlier. That's in the reverse. And then we also have ascension in the reverse, learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. There's no new phases for this person. You got key on the ring, upright, many options, unconventional, one-night stand, string along. And then we also have not enough in the reverse, lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego and fear, and frustrations. Like, I feel like frustrations is in the upright for you. But otherwise, it's also dead in your opinion. Like, you're ending it. You're ending this repeating cycle of bullshit. And honestly, good for you, Aries. Good for you. Not many people, especially when it's hard when somebody that you know is incarcerated, especially if it's a family member, and it's like, that they're incarcerated and they need help. But if it's a sibling or a real close family member, whether it's somebody like you're connected to normally on a daily basis in terms of outside life, or not, like, it's like this person just seems to keep doing the same old shit, just a different day. That's the energy that I'm picking up there for you. So let's get your messages in regards to this specific energy, Aries, here for you. This ended up being a very interesting and very odd reading. I've never had to do 2 different outcomes and 2 different messages for 2 different Aries energies in terms of the collective. Very odd. Very odd indeed. But we are in retrograde and we are living in very odd times, ladies and gentlemen. Very odd and very crazy times. So, yeah, felt that. We definitely felt that here. At least that's stuck. Anything else? Anything else for messages? Okay. You and your loved ones are safe and a new romantic cycle begins. And I don't feel like this is a new romantic cycle for like you and this person. I mean, it could be. Am I feeling that strongly? No. But it could be. It's a possibility. If it resonates, if it doesn't, leave it, you know? But I feel like this is more of a new romantic cycle with yourself. A new self-love, a self-respect love that you just can't let anybody, come in and fuck that up for you at this point. You and your loved ones are also safe. New moon in Cancer. This is the new moon in Libra. And then these came out on the actual field here. Emotions are running high with the supermoon, and a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Same message that I got for the other energy, but different energy in terms of the messages. Like I said, this is just a block in the road. You're going to figure it out. We are in retrograde. Things will work out how they are meant to, Aries. Okay? So, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Just said that. All right, Aries. That is your reading for all of you who have joined me. Thank you so much. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We went backwards today. Tomorrow night we will be doing water signs, and if I can get to it, hopefully earth and air signs as well. I'm not feeling the greatest tonight, so I'm only able to do fire signs tonight. I also have to do my meditation and set up my lunar eclipse ritual stuff here. So yeah, I've got to do a lot of cleansing, and I've got a lot of protection things I got to put up and put in place for tonight. So I'll be off to do that. Thank you for joining me. Please, if you're on Facebook, go follow me on Facebook, the Painted Lady Tarot LLC. I've got some new things in the shop that'll be coming soon here within the next couple of weeks. I'm just waiting on a couple more items, and then we will be posting. I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek tomorrow. As long as you're following me on Facebook, I'll be posting a little video here and there of some of the items that I have, but I'm not going to spoil everything. So without further ado, thank you so much, my fellow soul family. Love and light. Hope you have a blessed night. Enjoy the moon. See you next time. Bye.